of the Oregon Board of Pharmacy to order. Today is Thursday, August 8th, 2024, and it is 8:30 a.m. Board of Pharmacy meetings are conducted in accordance with Oregon Public Meetings Law. Under the Public Meetings Law, governing body meetings are open to the public except as otherwise provided by law. The presiding officer has the authority to keep order and to impose any reasonable restrictions necessary for the efficient and orderly conduct of a meeting. Governing bodies are authorized by ORS 192.660 to meet in executive session in certain limited situations, including the consideration of information obtained by a health regulatory board as part of an investigation of licensee or applicant conduct. All official actions by the board must be taken by public vote, and the vote of each member must be recorded. Mission. The Oregon Board of Pharmacy serves to promote and protect public health, safety, and welfare by ensuring high standards in the practice of pharmacy and through the effective regulation of the manufacture and distribution of drugs. Our equity statement. The Board of Pharmacy is committed to diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging, DEIB, within its organization and for the public it serves. This commitment is reflected in board membership, agency staffing, the services provided, and its efforts to promote patient safety and ensure access to quality pharmacy care. Our actions outlined in our DEIB and affirmative action plans demonstrate this commitment. Following principles guide our approach. We promote a welcoming, safe, and inclusive culture for people of all backgrounds. We foster an inclusive environment where all current and prospective licensees and registrants receive fair and unbiased service from the agency staff and board. Advance diversity and equity and access through culturally responsive service delivery that addresses the changing climate within the pharmacy and profession. And we ensure all patients needing pharmacy services are able to receive safe and timely access to medications, regardless of place of residence, economic or social status, physical ability, ethnicity, or gender identity. We'll now call roll for boards and staff. For the record, when I call your name, please verbally acknowledge. Board President Kat Chin is here. Board Vice President Rich Joyce. Here. Board Member Shannon Beeman. Here. Board Member Jennifer Hall. Here. Board Member here. Board Member Amy Cookbright. Here. Board Member Victoria Kroger. Here. Board Member Priyal Patel. Here. Board Member Anna Pinedo. Here. Our Chief Compliance Officer Joe Ball.
Here.
Strategic Initiatives Manager Chelsea Dasher.
Here.
Executive Director Jamal T. Fox.
Here.
Licensing Director Chrissy Hennigan.
Here.
Compliance Assistant Chelsea Hilbring.
Here.
Klingberg. Chelsea K. So thank you.
Board President, Shahala, but she'll like K.
Hey, thank you. Sorry, I'm not even sure what I said. Sorry, my eyes are very blurry right now. So, Compliance Assistant Serena Ma.
Here.
Operations Manager Rachel Melvin.
Here.
Compliance Assistant Tasha Pearson.
Here.
Compliance Officer Gary Runyon.
Here.
Board Counsel Angela Hunt.
Here.
And of note, Board Member Hemmons will be leaving at 3:30 p.m. today. Regarding public comment, no one signed up. And review of housekeeping items and meeting etiquette. Board proceedings utilize Robert's Rule of Order, newly revised 12th edition, modified for parliamentary procedures. We will continue to facilitate board discussions using the round robin method, and I will continue to utilize a board member checkoff list to ensure each board member has been called upon and has equal time to provide comments. If during your turn you want to ask questions, please direct your question to Executive Director Fox so that he can immediately respond or delegate to another. Exemptions to this path would be if, for example, you had specific questions for agency staff actively seeking feedback on proposed rule. In order to complete board meeting agenda items in both executive and open sessions, each board member will have 3 minutes each to provide comments. Board and agency staff, identify yourself as board or agency staff member and last name each time you speak. Silence all devices. It is extremely important that board members speak one at a time and directly into the microphone. Please bend the microphone away when you have completed your comment. Raise your hand when you have questions or comments. And if I'm not noticing it, please feel free to make a noise. Please note that this meeting is being recorded and retained for public record keeping purposes. If there are public in the room, yes, we do. Hello. In the event of an emergency, please follow the board staff direction and exit the building with our group to the centralized meeting area. The restrooms are located past the elevators and to the right. Board will now vote on cases including proposed disciplinary actions against licensees, registrants with staff member Ball. You're ready, Mr. Ball, when you were ready.
Case 2023-0311. Is there a motion to issue a final order that adopts the facts, reasonings, and conclusions of the proposed order with the changes as presented?
So moved, Vice President Joyce.
Second. Board Member Hall. Board, President Shin, yes.
Vice President Joyce, yes.
Member Freeman, yes. Member Hall, yes. Member Pinero, yes. Member Hemmons. You just went out of order. We'll do it different next time, but Board Member Hemmons. Hi. We're on the consent agenda. I mean, the,
AD1.
81. Are we doing it by? So. I know, but there's what order here, what order we go in? Order that it shows on the agenda. So, but, we had a new member, go out of order, but there's been some corrections in it, and so we're just gonna go in the order that's on here. Okay, Board Member Hemmons, yeah, thank you. And rather than calling everybody's name, if we could just follow this order. So, Board Member Kirkbride, if you would like to go next.
Board Member Kirkbride, yes.
Board Member Kroger, yes. Board Member Patel, yes. Motion unanimously carries.
Case 2024-0354. Is there a motion to grant technician license and close with board direction?
Move Board Member Beeman.
Seconded, Vice President Joyce.
President Chin, yes.
President Joyce, yes.
Member Beeman, yes.
Member Hall, yes. Member Hemmons, yeah.
Board Member Kirkbride, yes.
Board Member Kroger, yes.
Board Member Patel, yes. Board Member Pinero, yes.
Good, I think motion unanimously carries.
Case 2024-0416. Is there a motion to deny technician license and offer a consent order to grant license with a 3-year probation with direction to board staff?
Move, Board Member Hall.
Second, Board Member Beeman.
Board President Chin, yes.
President Joyce, yes.
Member Beeman, yes.
Member Hall, yes. Member Hemmons, yeah.
Member Kirkbride, no.
Board Member Kroger, yes.
Board Member Patel, yes. Board Member Pinero, yes.
Motion carries with Board Member Kirkbride opposed.
Case 2024-0228. Is there a motion to close case?
So moved, Vice President Joyce.
And Board Member Beeman.
Board President Chin, yes.
President Joyce, yes.
Member Beeman, yes.
Member Hall, yes. Member Hemmons, yes.
Board Member Kirkbride, yes.
Member Kroger, yes.
Board Member Patel, yes. Board Member Pinero, yes.
Motion unanimously carries.
Case 2024-0066. Is there a motion to grant registration?
So moved, Vice President Joyce.
Board Member Hall. Board President Chin, yes.
President Joyce, yes.
Board Member Beeman, yes.
Board Member Hall, yes.
Board Member Hemmings, yes. Board Member Kirkbride, yes. Board Member Kroger, yes. Board Member Patel, yes. Board Member Pinero, yes.
Motion unanimously carries.
Case 2024-0314. Is there a motion to grant name change application and close case?
I'll move Board Member Hall.
Second, Board Member Beeman.
Board President Chin, yes.
President Joyce, yes.
Board Member Beeman, yes.
Board Member Hall, yes.
Board Member Hemmings, yes. Board Member Kirkbride, yes. Board Member Kroger, yes. Board Member Patel, yes. Board Member Pinero, yes.
Motion unanimously carried.
Case 2022-0219. Is there a motion to impose a $10,000 civil penalty per violation for sixth violation?
So moved, Vice President Joyce.
Second, Board Member Hall. Board President Chin, yes.
President Joyce, yes.
Board Member Beeman, yes.
Board Member Hall, yes.
Board Member Hemmings, for the clarification, so this is being written in two separate motions.
Correct. If this first motion fails, then we will go to the second motion.
The first motion has no stay, correct?
No, the first motion has no consent.
Okay. Board Member Hemmings, yeah. Member Kirkbride, yes. Board Member Kroger, no. Board Member Patel, yes. Board Member Pinero, yes.
Motion carries with Board Member Kroger opposed.
Case 2024-0369. Is there a motion to close case?
Move Board Member Beeman.
Seconded, Vice President Joyce.
President Chin, yes.
President Joyce, yes.
Member Beeman, yes. Member Hall, yes. Board Member Hemmings, yeah. Board Member Kirkbride, yes. Board Member Kroger, yes. Board Member Patel, yes. Board Member Pinero, yes.
Motion unanimously carries.
Case 2020-0135. Is there a motion to close case?
Move Board Member Beeman.
Second, Board Member Hall. Board President Chin, yes.
President Joyce, yes.
Member Beeman, yes.
Member Hall, yes.
Member Hemmings, yes. Board Member Kirkbride, yes. Board Member Kroger, yes. Board Member Patel, yes. Board Member Pinero, yes.
Motion unanimously carries.
Case 2023-0156. Is there a motion to close case?
So moved Board Member Beeman.
Second, Board Member Hall. Board President Chin, yes.
President Joyce, yes.
Board Member Beeman, yes.
Member Hall, yes.
Member Hemmings, point of clarification, this is written in two motions.
Again, if this first motion fails, we will go to the second motion.
Member Hemmings. Same. Board Member Kirkbride, no. Board Member Kroger, no.
Board Member Patel, yes.
Board Member Pinero, yes.
Motion carries with Board Member Hemmings abstain, Board Members Kirkbride and Kroger opposed.
Case 2022-0176. Is there a motion to close case?
Board Member Hall.
Second Board Member Beeman.
President Chin, yes.
President Joyce, yes.
Member Beeman, yes.
Member Hall, yes.
Member Hemmings, yes. Board Member Kirkbride, yes. Board Member Kroger, yes.
Board Member Patel, yes.
Board Member Pinero, yes.
Motion unanimously carries.
Case 2023-0001. Is there a motion to impose a $1,000 civil penalty for one violation and offer a consent order for a $1,000 civil penalty with $1,000 stayed pending no similar violation for 3 years and earn and submit 3 hours of CPE in patient safety?
So moved, Vice President Joyce.
Second Board Member Pinero.
Third, President Chin, yes.
President Joyce, yes.
Member Beeman, yes.
Member Hall, no. This is another one. If this one fails, we go to the second motion.
Board Member Hemmons abstain. Board Member Kirkbride, yes. Board Member Kroger, yes. Member Patil opposed. Member Pinedo, no.
Motion carries with board members Hall, Patel, and Pinedo opposed, and board member Hemmons abstained.
Case 2024-0333, is there a motion to close case? And in case 2024-0547, is there a motion to close case? And in case 2024-0446, is there a motion to close case?
So moved, board member Hall.
Second, Board Member Beeman.
For President Chin, yes.
Vice President Joyce, yes.
Board Member Beeman, yes.
Member Hall, yes.
Member Hemmons, yes. Member Kirkbride, yes. Member Kroger, yes. Board Member Patil, yes. Board Member Pinedo, yes.
Motion unanimously carried.
Case 2023-1109, is there a motion to revoke CPT license and impose a $1,000 civil penalty for one violation, $500 civil penalty per violation for 6 violations, $100 civil penalty for one violation, and collect the state civil penalty from prior board case 2021-0105, and offer a consent order to revoke CPT license and collect the state civil penalty from prior board case 2021-0105, and in case 2024-0550, is there a motion to close with board direction?
So moved, Vice President Joyce.
Second, board member Hall. For President Chin, yes.
Vice President Joyce, yes.
Member Beeman, yes.
Member Hall, yes.
Member Hemmons, could I ask for this to be written as 2 separate motions?
Yes. Staff member Ball, would you please read the first one and then the second one?
The motion is already on the table, so we can either, do we need somebody to withdraw the motion? Or we can finish the motion and see what happens and then go a different way.
Let's finish the motion and see what happens. Member Hemmons, how would you like to proceed with this current vote?
I don't want to vote because I want them read separately.
Well, the motion's already on the table, and if it passes, then you can abstain or oppose or make a choice.
Isn't that what we discussed yesterday?
Um,
How come we did this for the other cases, but not this one?
we did not discuss making it a separate one yesterday. Get my notes.
Board counsel, what are the options?
So the motion's already on the table, so the person that made the motion can withdraw it and then propose a new motion. Or we can just finish the motion.
If we finish the motion, what happened?
It would just, I don't know if everybody, we haven't voted yet, so I can't tell you, but
There was a majority for what is written here, and so we weren't, that it wasn't listed as doing 2 separate ones.
Member Hemmons opposed.
Board Member Kirkbride, yes.
Member Kroger, yes.
Member Patil, yes.
Member Pinedo, yes.
A motion carries with board member Hemmons opposed.
Case 2023-0249, in case 2023-0250, is board member Priyal Patel recusing?
Yes. I have to read it
why you're refusing.
for potential bias.
Case 2023-0249, is there a motion to close case? And in case 2023-0250, is there a motion to close case?
Move Board Member Beeman.
Seconded, Vice President Joyce.
For President Chin, yes.
Vice President Joyce, yes.
Member Beeman, yes.
Member Hall, yes.
Member Hemmons abstain.
Member Kirkbride, no.
Member Kroger, yes.
Member Patel recused. Member Pinedo, yes.
Motion carries with Board Member Hemmons abstain, Board Member Kirkbride opposed, and Board Member Patel recused.
Case 2023-0521 and case 2023-0522 is Board Member Rich Joyce recusing.
Board Member Rich Joyce recuses due to bias, potential bias.
Case 2023-0521, is there a motion to close case? And in case 2023-0522, is there a motion to close case?
Move Board Member Hall.
And Board Member Beeman.
President Chin, yes. Board Vice President Joyce recused.
Member Beeman, yes.
Member Hall, yes.
Member Hemmings abstain. Board Member Kirkbride, no. Board Member Kroger, yes.
Member Patel, yes. Member Pinedo, yes.
Motion carries with Board Vice President Joyce recused, Board Member Hemmons abstain, and Board Member Kirkbride opposed.
In case 2022-0662 and case 2024-0461, is Board Member Victoria Kroger recusing.
Oh.
Case 2022-0662, is there a motion to impose a $10,000 civil penalty and offer a consent order for a $10,000 civil penalty with $10,000 stayed, pending no civil violation for 3 years, and submission of a new policy in compliance with board regulations within 30 days? And in case 2024-0461, is there a motion to impose a $1,000 civil penalty and offer a consent order for a $1,000 civil penalty with $1,000 stayed, pending no similar violation for 3 years, and submission of a new policy in compliance with board regulation within 30 days?
So move, Vice President Joyce.
And Board Member Hall.
President Chin, yes.
President Joyce, yes.
Member Beeman, yes.
Member Hall, yes.
Member Hemmings opposed. Board Member Kirkbride, yes. Board Member Kroger, yes.
Board Member Patel opposed. Board Member Pinedo, yes.
Motion carries with Board Members Hemming and Patel opposed.
In case number 2022-0112 and 2022-0218, is Board Member Victoria Kroger recusing.
Yes.
Case 2022,
Excuse me, we have to know the reason.
Sorry, yes, for potential financial impact.
Thank you.
case 2022-0112, is there a motion to impose a $1,000 civil penalty for one violation and offer a consent order for $1,000 with $500 stayed, pending no similar violation for 3 years, and earn and submit 3 hours of CPE in patient safety or error prevention? And in case 2022-0218, is there a motion to close case?
Move Board Member Hall. Second, Board Member Pinedo.
President Chin, yes.
President Joyce, yes.
Member Beeman, yes.
Member Hall, yes.
Member Hemmings, yes. Board Member Kirkbride, yes.
Member Kroger is recused.
Member Patel, yes. Member Pinedo, yes.
Motion carries with Board Member Kroger recused.
Case 2024-0060, is there a motion to impose a $1,000 civil penalty for one violation and offer a consent order for a $1,000 civil penalty with $500 stayed, pending no similar violation for 3 years, and earn and submit 3 hours of CPE in patient safety or error prevention? And in case 2024-0305, is there a motion to impose a $250 civil penalty for one violation and offer a consent order for a $250 civil penalty with 125 stayed, and no similar violations for 3 years, and earn and submit 3 hours of CPE in patient safety or error prevention?
So move Board Member Hall.
And Vice President Joyce.
President Chin, yes.
Vice President Joyce, yes.
Member Beeman, yes.
Member Hall, yes.
Member Hemmons opposed. Board Member Kirkbride, yes.
Board Member Kroger, yes.
Board Member Patel opposed.
Board Member Pinedo, yes.
Motion carries with Board Member Hemmons and Patel opposed.
Case 2022-0398. Is there a motion to close with board direction? And in case 2024-0456, is there a motion to close with board direction?
Move Vice President Joyce.
And Board Member Beeman.
President Chin, yes.
President Joyce, yes.
Board Member Beeman, yes.
Member Hall, yes.
Member Hemmons opposed. Board Member Kirkbride, no.
Board Member Kroger, yes.
Board Member Patel, yes.
Board Member Pinedo, yes.
Motion carries with Board Members Hemmons and Kirkbride opposed.
Case 2024-0104. Is there a motion to close with board direction? In the case 2024-0252, is there a motion to close with board direction?
Move Board Member Beeman.
And Board Member Hall.
President Chin, yes.
President Joyce, yes.
Member Beeman, yes.
Member Hall, yes.
Member Hemmons, yes. Board Member Kirkbride, yes.
Board Member Kroger, yes.
Member Patel, yes.
Board Member Pinedo, yes.
Motion unanimously carries.
Case 2023-0890. Is there a motion to close case?
So moved Vice President Joyce.
And Board Member Hall.
President Chin, yes.
President Joyce, yes.
Member Beeman, yes.
Board Member Hall, yes.
Member Hemmons, yes. Board Member Kirkbride, yes.
Board Member Kroger, yes.
Board Member Patel, yes.
Board Member Pinedo, yes.
Motion unanimously carries.
Case 2024-0374. Is there a motion to impose a $500 civil penalty for one violation and offer a consent order for a $500 civil penalty with 500 stayed, pending no similar violations for 3 years, and urge submit 3 hours of CPE and patient safety or error prevention?
So moved Vice President Joyce.
Second, Board Member Pinedo.
Thank you, Board President Chin, yes.
Vice President Joyce opposed.
Member Beeman, yes.
Member Hall, yes.
Member Hemmons, yes. Member Kirkbride, yes.
Board Member Kroger, yes.
Member Patel opposed.
Member Pinedo, yes.
Motion carries with Board Vice President Joyce and Board Member Patel opposed.
Case 2023-0326. Is there a motion to close case with board direction?
So moved Vice President Joyce.
And Board
President Chin, yes.
President Joyce, yes.
Member Beeman, yes.
Member Hall, yes.
Member Hemmons abstained. Member Kirkbride, yes.
Board Member Kroger, yes.
Member Patel, yes.
Board Member Pinedo, yes.
Motion carries with Board Member Hemmons abstain.
Case 2024-0325. Is there a motion to close case with board direction?
Move Board Member Beeman.
Second, Board Member Pinedo.
President Chin, yes.
Vice President Joyce, yes.
Member Beeman, yes.
Member Hall, yes.
Member Hemmons, yes. Member Kirkbride, no.
Board Member Kroger, yes.
Member Patel, yes.
Member Pinedo, yes.
Motion carries with Board Member Kirkbride opposed.
Case 2024-0352. Is there a motion to impose a $500 civil penalty per violation for 6 violations and offer a consent order for a $600 civil penalty with $600 stayed, pending no similar violations for 3 years?
Board Member Hall.
Seconded Vice President Joyce.
For President Chin, yes.
President Joyce, yes.
Member Beeman, yes.
Member Hall, yes.
Member Hemmons opposed. Member Kirkbride, yes.
Board Member Kroger, yes.
Member Patel, yes.
Board Member Pinedo, yes.
Motion carries with Board Member Hemmons opposed.
Case 2024-0166. Is board member Victoria Kroger recusing?
Yes, for potential financial impact.
Case 2024-0166. Is there a motion to close case?
Move board member Beaman.
And Board Member Hall.
Board President Shin, yes.
President Joyce, yes.
Member Beaman, yes.
Hall, yes.
Member Hemmings, yes. Member Kirkbride, yes.
Board Member Kroger recused.
Board Member Patel, yes. Board Member Pinedo, yes.
Motion carries with Board Member Kroger recused.
Case 2021-0573. Is there a motion to close case?
Move board member Beaman.
And Board Member Hall.
Board President Shin, yes.
President Joyce, yes.
Member Beaman, yes.
Member Hall, yes.
Member Hemmings, yes. Member Kirkbride, yes.
Board Member Kroger, yes. Member Patel, yes. Board Member Pinedo, yes.
Motion unanimously carries.
Case 2022-0673. Is there a motion to close case?
So moved, Vice President Joyce.
Second, Board Member Pinedo.
And Board President Shin, yes.
Vice President Joyce, yes.
Member Beaman, yes.
Hall, yes.
Member Hemmings, yes. Member Kirkbride, yes.
Board Member Kroger, yes. Board Member Patel, yes. Board Member Pinedo, yes.
Motion unanimously carries.
Case 2021-0478, 2021-0527, and 2021-0550. Is there a motion to close case?
And board member Kirkbride.
Board President Shin, yes.
Vice President Joyce, yes.
Member Beaman, yes.
Hall, yes.
Member Hemmings, yes. Member Kirkbride, yes.
Board Member Kroger, yes. Board Member Patel, yes. Board Member Pinedo, yes.
Motion unanimously carries.
Case 2021-0761, case 2024-0335, and case 2024-0341 is Board Member Victoria Croker recusing.
Yes, for potential financial impact.
Case 2021-0761, 2024-0335, and 2024-0341. Is there a motion to close case?
So moved, Vice President Joyce.
And board member Kirkbride.
Board President Shin, yes.
Vice President Joyce, yes.
Member Beaman, yes.
Member Hall, yes.
Member Hemmings, yes. Member Kirkbride, yes.
Board Member Kroger recused.
Board Member Patel, yes. Board Member Pinedo, yes.
Motion carries with Board Member Kroger recused.
Case 2024-0326, and case 2024-0362. Is there a motion to close case?
So moved, Vice President Joyce.
Board member Beaman.
Board President Shin, yes.
Vice President Joyce, yes.
Member Beaman, yes.
Member Hall, yes.
Member Hemmings, yes. Board member Kirkbride, yes.
Board Member Kroger, yes. Board Member Patel, yes. Board Member Pinedo, yes.
Motion unanimously carries.
Case 2021-0799 is Board Member Victoria Croker recusing.
Yes, for the potential financial.
Case 2021-0799. Is there a motion to close case?
So moved, Vice President Joyce.
Second, Board Member Pinedo.
Board President Shin, yes.
President Joyce, yes.
Member Beaman, yes.
Member Hall, yes.
Member Hemmings, yes. Member Kirkbride, yes.
Board Member Kroger recused.
Board Member Patel, yes. Board Member Pinedo, yes.
Motion carries with Board Member Kroger recused.
Case 2024-0386, 2024-0439, 2024-0457, 2024-0489, 2024-0494, and 2024-0502. Is there a motion to grant technician license and impose a $1,000 civil penalty for one violation and offer a consent order for a $1,000 civil penalty with 850 stayed, pending no further violation for 3 years, and earn and submit 3 hours of CPE in pharmacy law or ethics? And in case 2024-0385, is there a motion to grant CPT license and impose a $1,000 civil penalty for one violation and offer a consent order for a $1,000 civil penalty with 850 stayed, pending no further violation for 3 years, and earn and submit 3 hours of CPE in pharmacy law or ethics.
Moved, Board Member Hall. Seconded, Board Member Kroger.
Board President Chin, yes.
Vice President Joyce, yes.
Member Beaman, yes.
Member Hall, yes.
Board Member Hemmons, I'd like these two motions read separately.
These are, in our written review, we didn't talk about doing these separately.
Member Hemmons opposed.
Board Member Kirkbride, yes. Board Member Kroger, yes. Board Member Patel, yes.
Board Member Pinero, yes.
Motion carries with Board Member Hemmons opposed.
Case 2024-0410, 2024-0411, 2024-0413, 2024-0415, 2024-0418, 2024-0420, 2024-0445, 2024-0462, and 2024-0492. Is there a motion to ratify case closure?
So moved, Vice President Joyce.
Seconded, Board Member Kroger.
President Chin, yes.
Vice President Joyce, yes.
Member Beaman, yes.
Member Hall, yes.
Board Member Hemmons, yes.
Board Member Kirkbride, yes. Board Member Kroger, yes. Member Patel, yes. Board Member Pinero, yes.
Motion unanimously carries.
For case 2023-0736, 2023-1071, 2024-0210, 2024-0211, 2024-0389, and 2024-0390 is Board Member Victoria Kroger recusing.
Board Member Kroger recuses due to potential financial impact, yes.
Case 2023-0736, 2023-1071, 2024-0210, 2024-0211, 2024-0389, and 2024-0390. Is there a motion to close case?
So moved, Vice President Joyce.
Okay, Board Member Hall.
Board President Chin, yes.
President Joyce, yes.
Member Beaman, yes.
Member Hall, yes.
Member Hemmons, yes.
Board Member Kirkbride, yes.
Board Member Kroger recused.
Board Member Patel, yes. Board Member Pinero, yes.
Motion carries with Board Member Kroger recused.
There a motion to accept the items on the consent agenda with case 2023-0736, 2023-1071, 2024-0210, 2024-0211, 2024-0389, and 2024-0390 hold.
So moved, Vice President Joyce.
And Board Member Beaman.
Board President Chin, yes.
President Joyce, yes.
Member Beaman, yes.
Member Hall, yes.
Member Hemmons, yes.
Board Member Kirkbride, yes. Board Member Kroger, yes. Board Member Patel, yes. Board Member Pinero, yes.
Motion unanimously carries. Great job, everybody.
Madam President, could I say something about these folks?
Yes, ma'am.
When the cases are read together, it forces me to vote in a way that I may not want to vote. Because if I am in agreement with one case, but I oppose the other, when they're read together, I can only vote one way,
So,
especially when it's two very different, votes.
understood. So when we go through these, in the day that we're going through these, if you could let us know, then we could set this up to, so the ones that we did do that way, we discussed it and that was requested. But I didn't have any requests to do the two that you had opposed today, to have those read separately. And so we were already in the motion and we had enough votes, understanding that your vote was going to be not what you wanted, but we needed to keep moving through our motion.
Yeah, I understand the procedure today, but I'm just saying that, moving forward, could we not put cases together?
It would take us an enormous amount of time
I
unless
mean,
there was a.
cases like the ones that I'm referring, those. like
If you tell me if I'm running the meeting, tell whoever's running the meeting that you would like those read separately, we can certainly do that. That would be perfect.
That's what I did yesterday, but
Um. Wasn't noted in my notes or on the notes here to put it separately. Okay. We will make every effort to make sure if you've stated that we do that in the future. Okay, thank you.
Board President Shin, this is Staff Member Melvin. Compliance staff needs to come around and collect all of those documents. Thank you. Ask, yeah. Oh, wait.
It's weird.
Oh, it's the same as.
Thank you for the discussion and your comments, Board Member Hemmons, and I will certainly make every concerted effort to make sure that we have those separated when you've noticed that. We're going to go into general administration, discussion items on rules. We'll go to Rachel Melvin, bringing up reviewing rulemaking hearing report and comments on number B.
Thank you, President Shin. Staff Member Melvin, again, this is mailing B. This is regarding the rulemaking report and comments received. Board members Beaman and Hemmings, Executive Director Fox, Staff Member Davis, Melvin, and Runyon attended the rulemaking hearing on July 23rd, 2024. 10 people joined the public call to listen to the hearing. Unfortunately, nobody signed up or provided oral testimony during the hearing. We received 3 comments during the open comment period, which have been provided to the board in their entirety. On June 20th, 2024, public notice was emailed to 4,822 rulemaking and adopted rules subscribers and to 18,574 licensee registrant subscribers. Interested parties were invited to sign up to provide oral testimony during the hearing and encouraged to email their written comments to pharmacy.rulemaking@bop.oregon.gov and had an opportunity to just simply call in and listen to the hearing. Back to you for board discussion, President Shin.
So, does anybody have any questions, any comments? We can do a round robin, or we can just say, this is what I know. Yes.
Yeah, I see the comments from the remote dispensing side. We're going to have discussion on that. I don't know where we landed last time. That I know there was a petition, then we denied, then we done the ASBAR, and then we are picking and choosing which one we are going to focus on. So my question is like, are we going to discuss or in the future? Because I didn't see in this time package about the remote dispensing side. It's a later. Going to discuss later. Just want to make sure, like, I do have comment, but I'm going to save it if we are going to discuss later. Don't open the can of worms right now.
This is just about accepting the rulemaking hearing report. This isn't about the actual policy.
So we're going to discuss later then, I guess.
Does anybody have any comments about the rulemaking hearing report? Hearing none, is there a motion to move to accept the July 23rd, 2024 rulemaking hearing report?
Move, Vice President Joyce.
Board President Chin, yes.
President Joyce, yes.
Beeman, yes.
Yes.
Which order are we going in now?
This is the order that we've been using, so alphabetical.
So board member Hemmings, am I allowed to have a comment or do I have to vote?
But we have the,
Is there a motion that I can't on the table right now?
there is a motion because I had asked previously for comments.
Well, my comment is,
We can't comment now because we're in the motion.
or
I'm, correct me if I'm wrong,
Yes, the motion has already been underway, so there's no more discussion at this point. It's only voting.
Member Kirkbride, yes.
Board Member Kroger, yes.
Board Member Patel. Abstain.
Member Finetto, yes.
Then passes with Board Member Hemmings opposed and Board Member Patel abstained. We'll now review and consider adoption of a temporary rule starting with Staff Member Melvin.
All right, give me just a moment. This is mailing C. This is going to be the board's first review. This, not to confuse you, we'll take our time on this. The Public Health and Pharmacy Formulary Advisory Committee had to have a special meeting last Friday, and that is what we're bringing forth to the board for consideration today. And there are 4 protocols that we would like the board to consider that need to be adopted immediately to allow the pharmacies to administer and prescribe these particular versions of these protocols. So this is going to be for coronavirus 2019, a new version of influenza inactivated, a new version of influenza live, and RSV. So what you're seeing right now is our gray box. This just tells you what the need for the rule is. Again, we just kind of spoke about that because the ACIP recommendations came out, and that's what's driving this to be a temporary rule. And again, the other reason why it needs to be a temporary rule, which is good for 180 days, is we do not have a scheduled rulemaking hearing again until November. So the board will see a permanent version of this rule in the October board meeting, and then we will vote on it in December to make it permanent at that time. All right, and so I'm just going to scroll down, and then Staff Member Runyon is going to, when we open the protocols, he will go over the clinical side of this. So OAR 855-115-0345. This is going to be the proposed temporary rule version. And we built this with the assumption that when we discuss this in a few moments further along in the agenda that you are adopting for in once, you're going to see that those changes have already been made. So I'm just going to go to what we are looking at proposing to change in the temporary rule. So a different version of coronavirus. So you can see that we struck out 6 and added August. Influenza, inactivated and live, and RSV versions. So this is the end of the OAR. I am now going to pivot. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Runyon next to me, and we can go through the protocols. And we'll start with coronavirus. And this is going to be mailing CA. And a reminder, everything that you see that has yellow highlight on it are where the proposed changes are in protocol. So not necessarily bold and underline in this situation. Thank you, Gary.
Before there's a motion, I can't say anything.
This is, we're not motioning anything. We're having it, we're Mr. Runyon is going to present the changes in the protocols, and you are welcome to ask questions.
Okay, so before we get too far ahead, I need to understand what happened. So there was an opportunity for comment on the rulemaking that occurred in July, right? For council. Board member Patel had comments that he wanted to make. But
Which the report.
okay, so it was a report, and so board member Patel said she wanted to discuss something related to that.
Not to the report. It was something that was on the agenda later, right?
Yeah, that was the question, are we going to talk, because sometimes it's happened that, we discuss, then like report this, that, another, and then we just don't even discuss later, and then I heard in the past meeting that, why didn't you say something that time? And I was like, well, I was trying to.
And then we moved on now.
Yeah, so sometimes we moved on, so I just wanted to make sure that, hey, I read the comments, it was a good comment. Are we going to discuss about that comment when we are going to talk about that subject? Or we are going to move on, and this is my time to make comment?
So the comment that you're referring to was about which rule?
The RDS, remote dispensing cycle.
Staff Member Melvin, I can answer your question. We are going to review mailing D, which will show the proposed rule that went through rulemaking, where it talked about where you guys will then decide if you're going to vote to strike the mileage requirements. Is that what you were talking about?
Board Member Patel, yes, that's what I was talking about, but I just wanted to make sure that we don't move on, because it's happened in the past. I want to make comment, and they're like, oh, it's later, and then later never happened. So that was my question. Are we going to talk later? And if the answer is yes, then I'm going to save my comment for the DSP later in the day.
And then Staff Member Melvin, again, just to remind the board at the last board meeting did a ranking exercise, and RDSP was put into the order of the rules that will be brought forth in the future as we move forward in these board meetings. Do you remember where we had RDSP? I think came in at number 2. So I thought I would just throw that out just as a reminder too.
Well, the number 1 was also temperature rule, right? But it's not even in that board, this meeting packet, so it's sort of.
Oh,
You know what I
so
mean? Like-
staff hasn't drafted any rules that we're ready to bring forth, other than these are the rules that went through the current rulemaking hearing. Other than this temporary rule, this is new.
No, I understand. I just wanted to understand myself and clarification if we are talking about the ranking, which one was number 1, which one was number 2, which one was 10. And number 1 was the temperature, and we are not going to talk in this board meeting and probably next board meeting. And then we are going to talk the RDSP. And again, it was confusing for me because then we denied the petition last board meeting. Then we are only going to take certain portions. So I'm sorry if I'm confused, but I'm really confused about this rulemaking, but I'll say my comments. I'm patient. We'll talk later. Thank you.
This is Board President Chen. And Executive Director Fox and Operations Manager Melvin could chime in, but we are now on 2-day meetings. We are very short-staffed with people writing rules. And so I think that what we have currently is what is actively being done and what emergently needs to be done and what we're discussing today, because today is the only day we're doing rules. Okay, so do you have any other questions, Board Member Hemmons?
So board member Hemmings, I wanted to make sure that, Patel had an opportunity to get a response to what she was asking. And that's why I didn't want to vote, but there was already a motion on and we have moved on. And she's been able to get clarification, so I'm good. Thank you.
So, Board staff Brendan, would you like to move forward with our emergency rules for vaccines?
Yes, thank you, Board Staff Running. You'll notice the changes in yellow, and you'll also notice that there are very few changes. So across the board between all four protocols, there were no substantive changes to any clinical information really, and any timelines as far as the vaccine administration goes. There were changes to the formulation of both the COVID and flu vaccines. We updated any 2023-24 references to 2024-25, as you'll see multiple times. And then primarily with the RSV, which would be the last one we review, the only change was going from a shared clinical decision-making model to a risk-based model, which will actually make it easier for our pharmacists, I believe. But Rachel's going to continue to scroll down. You notice none of the timelines have changed, and that's consistent with the CDC's most recent statement, which actually occurred in between our rulemaking hearing last Friday and today, which says the ACIP recommended that everyone age 6 months and older receive the new formulation of the COVID vaccine, which has been reformulated to a JN1 lineage. And it is a monovalent vaccine as opposed to a bivalent. And they do not anticipate that there will be any changes to timelines after the final FDA approval. And that is reflected in the protocol that we approved and you have before you right now. So we'll continue to scroll down. And one thing we did remove for the CDC's direction is they removed the suggestion for an additional dose, quote unquote, which is not synonymous with booster. And I think it was in February of this year, adults 65 plus, and due to increased incidence of disease and circulating strains, waning immunity, and 65 plus, regardless of immune status, they were authorized to get a quote unquote additional dose. And that has been removed here. And that also reflects the verbiage on the CDC page. They do anticipate the FDA will approve additional doses for patients 65 plus who are immunocompromised. But in general, they're not going to recommend that for anyone 65 plus that is immunocompetent. We also received legal counsel, and Angie, you can speak to this if you'd like. You notice as we get to the bottom, we make a few references, and the package inserts haven't been updated. These are still under formulation. The links will be active and the destination is the same. So once they are formulated and published, and the link should work and would take you to the 2024-25 formulation. Angie, would you like to say anything about that, or?
I think it's just noted that, are they in there right now?
No, because the URLs are not live and they probably are going to change. So this is just saying that once they are live, I'm going to go in, and that doesn't require rulemaking, and I'm going to add those hyperlinks so the pharmacist has them.
Board Member Hemmings, and this goes into effect today.
No, because we're in board meetings. So what will happen tomorrow, Staff Member Melvin, I have to file the permanent version of this rule first, which we're going to go over in the mailings D. So that will be permanently minus coronavirus. Then I'm going to have to come back in Secretary of State and file the temporary right after that, because they're exactly the same rule. That makes sense. So you'll see two notices from us: permanently adopted if the board votes that way, and temporary.
This is Board President Chen. I wanted to thank the change for shared decision-making to risk-based analysis. I think that makes a lot more sense in doing vaccines that are only for certain individuals. we're gonna have to go through this every year. So the board took over doing vaccines from OHA. And we just had pharmacy follow OHA guidelines, if I'm not mistaken. And now we're having to do all of these protocols. And at some point in the future, it would be nice to figure out wording that for vaccines that change every year, that we don't have to do emergency temporary rules because it's gonna change every year. So that's just something to put in the a comment for future, looking at how we write the rules.
Staff Member Runyon, a thing I will mention in that thread is that we did, in as much as we could, try to create as much universality in this protocol as was possible. So the previous protocol had some additional formulation information or manufacturing information, if you will, which included cap color, label color, etc. And in some cases, it discussed the constitution of the vial, whether it was glass or plastic, and those sorts of things could change, and we don't know to what extent. We don't know if the vial and cap color are going to change. So we took that out so as to create a greater degree of universality. So regardless of what changes are made to those extraneous factors, if you will, it wouldn't require an updated protocol.
That's just board member Chin, that's a step in the right direction, but all of this stuff, all of these protocols and rules that we're doing are coming from, I mean, we're writing them from the IACP, is that correct?
ACIP.
Yes.
Whatever the,
ACIP.
yeah, those blah, blah, blah people, so, is there, at some point, I think that there may be other states who reference, you need to just follow, just like we do for USP, blah, blahs, sorry. So the ones for the compounding, we don't say every step of compounding because you follow those compounding rules. So something to think about is, do we want to start thinking in that direction for vaccine protocols? Because they're already done. I don't know that we need to rewrite and keep updating every time there's a little change, but that's just a personal comment.
So, Staff Member Runyon, I agree with that. The layer of difficulty in doing that is that the state-specific restrictions are different, whereas the ACIP might come out and say the FDA has approved this vaccine for patients 6 months and up. State by state, that doesn't necessarily reflect the pharmacist's ability to give that, if that makes sense. Because we can't give that to 6 months and up here, so that would be a distinction we would have to make in protocol.
And we could just make the distinctions in our rules rather than writing out the whole thing. It's just a thought, because this is a tremendous amount of work for you. And it's going to be a tremendous amount of work every time there's an update, which are changing at enormous rates because there's new technology to make vaccines. So it's just nothing to do today, but just as we're moving forward with vaccines and owning vaccines now, something to be mindful of when we're doing, how can we make this simpler? Thank you. Any other comments, board member Patel?
Board Member Kroger, you go first. I can you raise your. Thank you, President Chen. I feel very aligned with your statements here on how do we simplify this, not only for the staff and the PFAC committee who have put in a tremendous amount of time and effort into these. Personally, I feel like this is time that could be better spent focusing on other aspects. When we, to my understanding, are aligned with ACIP CDC recommendations besides the age differences with what is, prohibited in statute. I don't see a case or a scenario where we would not be in alignment with ACIP recommendations as a state. beyond, what pharmacists are allowed to age-wise. So Kat, I, appreciate your comments, very much in line. Would like to, have the whole board weigh in on, is this the direction we want to go with a more simplified version? I know there are other states that have kind of maybe a protocol for children, protocol for adults, but making sure that it's referencing the ACIP. And I think the time would be better spent by both the committee and the staff focusing on rewriting a protocol that would encompass all of the vaccines. I'm concerned as well if there was an emergency situation or emergent situation where vaccines are changing quickly, the timeline it takes for us, right? We've kind of already, it is way too long. And in situations, you know, you think back to the height of the pandemic as vaccine recommendations were changing by the minute. It is the health and safety of the people of Oregon that we have to put first. So I would love to hear the others' opinion.
This is Board President Chin, we were having to have emergency meetings and do emergency rules all the time during COVID. So yes. And Board Member Patel, you were next.
Yeah, Board Member Patel, definitely I am going to echo President Chin and Board Member Kruger's comments. That's definitely, we have to move forward. Have to have one standard protocol and that refer to CDC and ACIP. Right now we have OHP, Oregon Health Authority Immunization Protocol, plus we have CDC, plus ACIP, plus then Oregon Board of Pharmacy Protocol. And as a practicing pharmacy, it can be too much. What if your protocol is wrong? Right, then what I'm going to do, like if I refer the CDC, ACIP, and if your protocol is in the discrepancy of that ACIP and CDC, should I give immunization? Should I not give immunization? Am I in violation? Am I not violations? And that will happen. We all are human, right? So, and another point about delaying the care. So the Combigent organization, that like non-for-profit organization, they reached out to me about the immunization survey and procedure and why the immunization rate is low in certain state. And their client is like CMS, AHRQ, CDC. So basically they're telling like whatever our feedback as a licensee that go to the CDC. And the number one question is like, what is the barrier for the immunization in your state? Right? So number one is the reimbursement. I can talk and talk like all day long, but I'm not going to, I know. The second one is administrative burden imposed by the Board of Pharmacy. Like, so in our state, we have to wait for this immunization protocol, then go to the feedback, then come back to us, we make a change, go back. It's just delay in the care. So why that delay in the care? So even though if there is a one vaccination today come out, let's say vaccine COVID-25, right? I cannot give tomorrow. It's just because we have to wait. And that exactly they echo that some state who has this kind of protocols and burdensome administrative burden is like, it's just delay in the immunization. Why we want to do that? So I would just say, have one standard of care, like one protocol, and every pharmacist has to refer to CDC, ACIP. My question to board staff or anyone can answer. So let's say as a practicing pharmacy today, we also have Oregon Health Authority immunization protocol. Can I follow Oregon Health Authority immunization protocol for RSV, or do I have to follow the Oregon Board of Pharmacy protocol?
Have to follow the Oregon Board of Pharmacy protocol and
What is it?
greater conversation on that we move forward with when the CDC or ACIP makes changes and to streamline process. I would say if it's the will of the board, that's something that AG Hunt and staff can go back and determine, because there may be steps where we need to look at Division 7, the emergency powers as it's given to the executive director, what that looks like when it's emergency order that's put in place to be able to allow some of that to happen. So there's some conversation that we need to have to see if that's even something that can be done.
I would, Board Member Kruger, I would definitely, I don't know if a motion is needed, but I would strongly urge that we have the staff and council look into what a simplified protocol that would still meet the statute requirements, but that would eliminate the need for a specific protocol per vaccine with, created by the PPAC and approved by the board.
This is Board President Shin. I thought that OHA doesn't, I didn't think that they carried the protocols now for vaccines. They're all, they still do?
They have suggested protocols.
So those are suggested protocols, not necessarily for pharmacy then. I think because the pharmacy board has taken over doing all the protocols for vaccines. And so
Or
OHA,
pharmacists, yeah,
pardon me?
just for pharmacy.
Just for pharmacy, okay. So the OHA protocols are for others than pharmacy.
Board Member Patel, can I ask a follow-up question? Then let's say if I'm working in the clinic, which I am, my clinic follows Oregon Health Authority protocol, right? I'm not pharmacy, so we have to create a separate one. I'm the only just one pharmacist and I'm going to feel like as needed just to, plug in when no one is available to give immunization.
I think this is Board President Shin. I think those are process issues that you're gonna work through your clinic situation. And you are a doctor of pharmacy who has knowledge, skills, and abilities to make decisions about what makes sense and have ability to understand their rules in pharmacy, and the OHA might be different. But this is using your professional judgment and working with your clinical practice.
Board Member Patel, no, with all due respect, I do understand, but I hope so you understand that it's not only about me or it's just like, it's just too confusing, like overall, any practicing pharmacy in Oregon. Like,
I think that we've sent, we need, for council, do we need to do a round robin on, board direction for streamlining team protocols?
Yeah, I think that would be useful.
That would be great then. So, I would like to.
Staff Member Melvin, can I interrupt really quickly, just as a reminder, protocols are voluntary. These are not mandatory, right? They're voluntary for pharmacists to choose to use if they want to. So I just want to make sure that that's still, everyone's aware of that piece of that. And then we the board chose to put the vaccines into rule OAR. That's why we're having to amend them that way. So, and I'm sorry, Staff Member Davis and Evermoff are not here to bring additional context, but I thought I would just, and actually, Board Member Kirkbride could probably weigh in as well because she assisted with the vaccines on the formulary committee. Thank you.
Yeah, so sort of, it is voluntary to be a immunizing pharmacist. It is not required, but if you are going to be immunizing, you
Then
are
you
required
use
to
it.
use the board
Yeah.
protocols. So having served on the committee for many years, chaired it, and actually was the original author of all these protocols, it is a very layered, complicated issue, and I can assure you that the formulary committee has had this discussion many times, top of mind. I appreciate the board's sentiment. I do agree with giving direction to our new council so that we can move forward with getting them more simplified. But it's more than just board rules. So it's statute, it's previous council advice, and it's the board rules around prescribing that are all kind of layered in there. So while I appreciate everyone's comments, it's probably not a discussion to get into today. So I recommend we do our vote to give guidance to our executive director and council to re-look at that issue and see where we can simplify in aligning with ACIP and removing a lot of the detail out of these. Thank you.
Would Board Member Kroger like to make a motion?
I move that we provide staff and council direction to to review the requirements within statute and board rule regarding vaccine protocols. And
How they can be
and
streamlined
if
in the
we
future.
can have more generalized protocols versus vaccine specific protocols.
It's good. So moved. Board President Chin.
And Vice President Joyce.
We'll go, Board President Chin, yes.
Vice President Joyce, yes.
Member Beaman, yes.
Member Hall, yes. Member Hemmings, yes.
Member Kirkbride, yes.
Member Kroger, yes.
Member Patel, yes.
Member Pinello, yes.
Okay, we've given direction. Thank you. Then we can continue with, are there any other questions? Sorry about the orange. Okay. Any other comments or questions regarding the current motion that we need to do for, this proposed rule?
Staff member Melvin, we need to open the other three protocols really quickly and show you.
Do that.
Thank you. So we'll open mailing CB.
Okay. That was on the next page, right?
As previously stated here, we simply updated all 2023-24 references to 2024-25. Of note, additionally, the quadrivalent vaccine has been changed to a trivalent vaccine, and I've already seen these out in the field, so they're in the pharmacy refrigerators now. They removed B lineage or B strain. I think the Yamagata strain was removed from that, and that is essentially all that we changed on these. There were no other clinical considerations in addition to that. So the changes we made were not substantive.
Maybe Yamagata?
Yeah,
Any questions or comments on the influenza change updates?
As Board Vice President Joyce, I was just curious, what was the reasoning behind the change from bivalent to trivalent? If the cost or availability or clinical?
Chair Chen, is that part of the discussion on the motion? Would you like me to answer?
It isn't, I think just in terms of let's get moved through, I'd like to not open that one because that's a worldwide thing of how they come up with this stuff. So you can ask, Board Member Kirkbride later.
Member Kroger, can you scroll up to the dosing availability? I believe there's an error in the protocol.
Please let me know when you
Yeah,
okay, that's okay.
The flu zone HD stop right there. I believe that's only available in a 0.5 ml syringe this year. Can get confirmation on that.
On the high dose, or I'm sorry,
Dose, yeah, flu zone high dose
so you're saying right here?
and the subsequent, which I believe would probably just be a technical change that would need to be updated.
Member Patel, and that exactly I was talking about, like what if there is the pass, since the protocol is say 0.7, but or 0.5, and it's just not available, and what are you going to do?
Thank you for the technical note and good ice 5 and noted. But it is not a.
Give us just a moment, staff's looking it up. And then board council, if, yeah. So not substantial to go back to the people.
I think, I don't want to get into what's substantive things and what's not. But what I think you could do right now with the vote could be to approve the rule as adopted with this change as necessary.
yes, I believe Dr. Kroger is correct on that. I have a list of currently influenza vaccine product list and age groups. things that are currently available, 24-25 season. This flu zone, it gives NDC in 0.5 ml pre-filled syringe.
Member Kroger, again, just want to say thank you. I know the tremendous amount of work that goes into this. But I think as Board Member Patel said, that more layers that you put into the process, the more likely an error, a simple one could occur. But thank you for double checking it.
Well, there was another section right next to it in the box that needed to be changed as well.
Okay, give me just a second. And I'm gonna see this. Please let me know where. Right here.
Just Board President Chen, I'm really glad they figured out how to make it into a 0.5 because it was a real standout for people who do vaccines all the time to remember that there was one that was a 0.7. Can't you think of everything to a 0.5? Okay, are there any other comments or questions about this one? And are we able to move on to the RSB? No, did we do the CC?
That one's next. Give me just a second. But this is going to be mailing C, little c. Staff member Runyon.
Same thing for this one. 23-24 were changed to 24-25, and we also changed the quadrivalent to reflect the current trivalent formulation. And the references at the end, same here. You'll notice at the top, you may have seen the yellow, there were some administration instructions in the initial protocol that were linked to the appendix, which was originally numbered 12, I think, at the bottom. But we didn't have those available at the time. There was nothing in the appendix as written. So we removed that and then gave the reference to see package insert for instructions, because those will be accompanied with a vaccine and won't change from state to state or protocol to protocol. And that's it on that one.
Comments or questions on capital C, little c?
Board Member Kirkbride, just a clerical, section 1, we missing the trademark.
Oh, okay. I'm going to make a note. I can't edit in this version. I will fix that before we file. Thank you.
Any other comments? Seeing none, let's move on to capital C, little d, RSB.
Okay.
Okay, here, as previously mentioned, we moved from a shared clinical decision-making model to a risk-based model, and the risks that are included in that are explicitly spelled out. I believe it's table 5 as we go down. There were very few changes, if any, to this compared to the previous iteration. And that's the end for that protocol.
Any comments or concerns? I'm just really happy about the shared decision making. I was never happy with that. I mean, the specific risk is really important to clinicians, whether the pharmacists or providers doing vaccines. It's much nicer this way. Thank you. All right, so Member Melvin, are we ready to consider motion then?
Yes, we are, and you may be missing a motion from your copy. I apologize about
I
that.
might have one about
Do you?
the 0345 is revised.
Yes,
Is that good?
that is, you can use that one. We're gonna do that twice, actually. So that one's for D, but it's exactly the same thing. Okay.
Do we need to motion on every single one of these?
No, so you're just gonna motion on the OAR 855-115-0345 as revised.
Is everybody ready? Because once we get a motion, we're gonna vote. Is there a motion to move to adopt proposed rule OAR 855-115-0345 as revised to be effective upon filing?
Member Kirkbride, so moved.
And then Board Vice President Joyce.
Thank you. Board President Chin, yes.
President Joyce, yes.
Member Bennett, yes.
Member Hall, yes.
Member Hemmings, yeah.
Member Kirkbride, yes.
Member Kroger, yes.
Member Patel,
Same.
Member Bennett, yes.
Motion carries with Board Member Patel abstaining. And I do believe we're ready for a break. And are we good for a 10-minute break?
Sure.
Let's do a 10-minute break. It's 10. It's 10. Let's go to 10. We'll do 12-minute break. So 10:10, we'll be back.
Okay.